Hey everyone. So we are going to keep this video short and sweet here because this is actually going to be used for one of my classes. As you guys know, I am working on a programming degree here at Gogibic Community College, and my graduation is coming up on May 10th at 5 p.m. Central. So I will share more details in a community post regarding that. And as we get closer, I will share a link to a live stream that the college does if you guys would like to see me walk across the stage and celebrate with me. But with that, this video is going to be for my Java class. Specifically, our final project was to create a game of Blackjack. Now, I figured instead of screenshotting like 9 different times and sending the screenshots to my professor, why not make it a video? I could walk through it, talk about it a little bit. I could show the game in action. And with that, I can also show you guys here on YouTube what I've been working on and why I've needed to take a little bit of a step back from YouTube over these last couple months as graduation approaches. So with that, I am going to actually get off the screen myself, and I'm going to show the program and walk right through it. So let me close this banner here. And this is the program that I have created for Blackjack. Now, as we scroll down here, we'll see things such as this right here being the value. For those who have never played Blackjack, basically a jack, queen, king, they're all worth 10 points versus an ace, which is either 11 points or 1 points. And the objective of Blackjack is to have your cards not go over 21. You want to get as close as you can, if not spot on. But you also have the dealer. And you basically, the objective is to beat the dealer without going over 21. So, as I mentioned, Jack, Queen, King, they're all worth 10 points. As you can see here, 10 points. But the ace can be worth 11 points. And later on, I do change it so the ace can be used as an 11 or a 1. And then all the rest of them, simply being the cards 2 through 10, are the points of the card. So if you draw a 2, it's worth 2 points, 3 points, 3, etc., and so forth. And as we walk on down here, this is actually getting images for the game. So depending on the card that you are dealt, it will show an image of that card. So we keep on scrolling down here, and this is all just kind of basic stuff when it comes to programming, just getting the basics like the card width and the card height, send the ratio for that, making sure you shuffle a deck, what the dealer is getting, what the player is, what size window you're going to get, lots of the basic stuff right at the beginning of the program here. But as we scroll down, this is where the gameplay is. So the hidden card is the dealer's card. They are going to get one card face down and one card face up. So as we start the program here, the gameplay part of the program, you see that this is an image again. This is the back of a card. You will not be able to see what the dealer shows. You will just see one card face down. And then moving forward, they will get one card face up, and that's what this part of this programming is. And then, of course, you have the player's hand. So you, as the player, will get your 2 cards face up, and that's what all of this is. Now, in Blackjack, you get 2 cards originally, and as I mentioned, you want to get as close to 21 as you possibly can without going over, and you want to have a higher score than what the dealer has. So when you are dealt your 2 cards, you are going to have a button that says, I'm actually going to scroll down here. You're going to have a button that says hit and a button that says stay. So if you're at 10 points and you want to take a third card, for example, you're going to want to press hit. And as a result, let me see if I can find this here while I'm talking about it. As a result, you're going to get an extra card, and you could keep pressing that button as many times as you want unless you go over 21. But if you're feeling happy, perhaps say you have 20 points. Well, unless you get an ace, you're going to end up going over 21. That is where the stand button, the stay button, comes in handy. So by pressing that button, let's go back up here. By pressing that button, it basically ends the round. The dealer then can choose whether they want to stay, whether they want to hit. Basically, same objective. They want to get to 21 and they want to beat you as the player. So once the dealer is done making that decision and you have also pressed the stay button, you have all of these options here. Short and sweet answer to this part of the program is who has the highest score and who wins, again, without going over 21. And then this part of the section is just what color is the text for these, what font are they going to be, what size, etc., where are they going to be placed on the screen. And then this right here, the again button and the quit button, that is so at the end of the game, two buttons pop up on the bottom of the screen, one saying, "Do you want to play again?" and another one saying, "Cash out." Now, originally, the final part of this project was supposed to be that I added betting into it. Each player would start with $100 and they'd be able to place whatever bet they wanted. And if they won, they would get certain money back. If they lost, they'd get certain money back. I was going to take it a step further. If they hit blackjack, they were going to get an extra pay, just like in casinos type of deal. But unfortunately, I was not able to figure out that part of the program, so there is no betting, unfortunately. I figured it was better to submit this project as is versus continuing to play around with it for hours on hours and potentially destroying the program, as there's been many times where I'll plug something in a certain spot, delete it, and yet something is still changed and the program no longer runs. So, as we continue down here, you're just going to see a lot of like the again button basically saying this is what happens when they press the play again button, basically saying it's going to restart the game. The hit button, as I mentioned, they're going to get an extra card. The stay button, they will not get an extra card. And another part of blackjack is when the dealer is less than 17, they are forced to draw another card. So this forces the dealer to draw another card if they are under 17. And if they are 17 or above, they have to stay. They cannot draw another card. And then you have the quit button. Like I mentioned, the cash out. It basically says cash out. And my idea with that was eventually when you wanted to close the program and let the game be done, it was going to tell you your balance, not you, your balance is blah, blah, blah. And then you started off with $100. So it was going to tell you whether you made a profit or whether you made a loss. But again, I was not able to get the betting into this game, so we did not do that here. And then this is just some more of the basics parts of the program. Putting the deck together, shuffling the deck, making sure that it is in fact random, that you're not going to get the same cards every single time, or that there's no pattern to it, and that when the game does start off, you're both starting with 0 points, you're not starting with an ace, etc., etc. And it mentions all this stuff. It'll print it out when you do get the cards. This is what your score is. This is what cards you have. Um, and then this is part of the deck itself. So there's 52 cards in a deck. These are all the combinations from ace to king. And then you have clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades, of course. Those are the types, these are the values. So that is making the deck. This is shuffling the deck to make sure it's randomized. And then this part of the program is making sure that the ace is either 11 points or 1 point. So now I'm going to go ahead and run the program very quickly here and pick this out. And as you could see, a window pops up. We are at 10 points, as this says. The dealer, which obviously in a game of blackjack, you're not going to know the dealer has 13. So we're going to ignore that here. That's cheating. This is what you have. So we want to hit. Okay, now we're at 20 points. Let's stay. Dealer, I had more, I win. And then those buttons pop up as I mentioned. So let's play again. 7 and 4, let's hit. Ooh, look at that. Okay, we're going to stay. Oh, we both had 21. It's a tie. And then again, 8 and 4. I'm going to keep hitting. Oops, I went over 21. I'm no longer able to hit and take any more cards, so I have to stay. And since I went over 21, I have lost the game. So that is one of my projects that I am working on, one of my finals. I do have one more final I have to do here. And as I mentioned, my graduation is coming up on May 10th at 5 p.m. Central. So stay tuned, and I thank you all for your support. And I will probably have a live stream, I'm guessing a couple days before May 10th is when the college will post it. So just kind of keep your eyes out on the YouTube channel, and I will get that to you guys as soon as I possibly can. Until then, everyone take care, and as always, I'll see you all on the next adventure.